So LeBron,
Hi.
I could have been rich and stupid. I would have been good at it.
You could have been rich and stupid, or you could have been good at it.
I'm gonna try to paint the scene
give
for
it.
you.
Give me the yeah.
It's after a funeral, and I have seen someone who took my man when I was. Well, they didn't really take my man. I left him.
Never gonna happen to me. Okay.
So I'm venting to someone because they are with my man who's very rich right now. So I go to them. I go to one of my cousins. I go, I could have been rich and stupid. I would have been good at it.
Messy thoughts, messy thoughts, messy thoughts, messy thoughts, messy thoughts.
I could have been rich and stupid. I would have been good at it.
The only movie I've seen recently and or show with a funeral is Rent, and no. So I don't know. Is it Rent?
No.
Is it Rent?
No.
Okay.
It's a black movie.
Stupid. I could have been good at
It has a great cast. Okay, Whoopi's in it.
Okay.
Whoopi's in it.
Sister Act.
LL Cool J's in it.
Okay, that threw me off. Not in Sister Act. Okay.
Vivica A. Fox is in it.
Okay.
Still don't know.
Nope.
Miss Loretta Devine, my girl.
Nope. You're gonna name the movie. I'm like, I haven't seen this movie.
That's okay. So, y'all, if you know that line, I'll say it one more time. She says, I could have been rich and stupid. I would have been good at it. You know.
Me. Me when I get my paycheck.
All right, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Messy Thoughts. I am BJ, and this is
LeBron.
Thanks for y'all coming back. How you doing, boo?
I'm the cutest one here, and I love it. Look at
You
my little
are-
outfit. Don't
No,
you
are
love?
cute. I complimented you when you walked in.
I've worn a t-shirt every episode, and I think today I was like, let me put a little koala on. Let me put a little pizzazz on.
We
So,
did a little opposite because I'm like, let me match his energy. So I'm like,
Yes.
let me just wear a shirt.
You said basic because LeBron is basic. Yes,
No,
yes.
I would never call you basic.
Okay.
Deranged?
Okay.
Suspicious?
Suspicious.
Yes, I would say that. But I like that we both got our legs out, because the weather's nice.
The weather is nice.
Good.
It's been in the 80s. Like winter said goodbye, girls.
That's right. I'm
It was like 82 today.
what? I haven't been outside. I've been in the
It's
house.
muggy.
I don't think it's
up
muggy.
in here.
I don't think it's muggy.
No? No. I do have to say one thing
No,
before
do your
we
thing.
get started and do this whole thing.
Okay.
That Creole Banshee bitch from Louisiana and Houston is terrorizing me.
Oh.
She's terrorizing
Miss
me.
Beyonce
She's
knows.
terrorizing me.
Female
Have you
pop-
seen the news? Have you seen the pictures? Have you seen the things?
She looks very good. I saw her eating a burger. It was a really big ass burger.
Yes, she had a photo with a burger and 2 flags, one American, one Puerto Rican. And I didn't know if that was for the Super Bowl, if that was like a girl, what's coming up in the future. She's going to do a reggaeton album. Is she going to do
Wait, what was that word one more time?
reggaeton? Reggaeton.
Sound like you.
Reggaeton.
It sounded like that.
I said
damn-
birra tacos last week, and I was like, girl, what are we doing? And
That's okay. That's okay.
Literally, so anyways, my enunciation is not the best, but that Creole bitch is doing things again. Listeners, what she's doing is she's posting photos. Usually we get like 1 photo per event, or maybe she'll skip it and just like do like a little thing on her website. She's posted 3 separate photos, one of her in the burger, and then another her with a candy apple green coat on. Have you seen this one?
Nope. I'm about to look it up right
Look,
now.
just put candy apple green in your phone. It'll come up. And it's just her just standing there in a thing. And she just said candy apple green at the bottom. Listeners, we're going to put this up on the screen. Look at mother. Look how she looks. Look at the bob.
when she's laying like she's in a hotel and in the background is like a LA or something. She looks good.
Flash it to me. Flash it to me.
Oh wait, no, that. Like she looks really
Yes,
good. Yeah.
100%. And she has a bob.
I love the hair. That wig is fierce.
So Candy Apple Green is from like her past albums. It's in the music. And it's not something that she's like revealing, but like she gave us 3 posts. Beyonce, why'd you give us 3 posts? Why'd you say Candy Apple Green? Why did you do this? So there are a lot of things that are on the internet that have spiraled me out for the last week. And I just want to let everyone know the theory on the ground is that we may get Act 3 right before your birthday. The day before your birthday, actually.
And
in May 30th around. I'm not going to dox you, girl, but...
And I don't care. My birthday is May 30th. Please send gifts. Anyway, we're going to the concert.
I just want to let her know I have no money for her. I'm still recovering from last year when I went to her concert and spent my entire fortune. So
One more time. So can you remind the listeners, how many shows did you go to for Cowboy Carter?
just for Cowboy Carter, just 2.
He just went twice, y'all.
Which
That bo-
I feel like is a...
No, that's a lie.
I'm doing good.
That's
I'm
yes,
doing
yes.
good.
Yes, you're doing good. But for Renaissance, how many times did you go?
I went 3, and
Mm-hmm.
and like I had to like stop myself from going 2 more times.
You were gonna go more?
I couldn't get tickets, so I... I couldn't get
So what
tickets.
you're saying is, if you would have gotten tickets,
I
you
would
would have
have
won.
Renaissance was the best time of my life. Renaissance, like being in the concert, nothing was better. There will be never. She opened with "Dangerously in Love."
And she had no opening act. She's like, I am the opening act.
She is the opening act, and she was like, "Hey girls, what's up?" And she did her 4 or 5 songs. She did her Tia Tamari when she saw Tia in the thing. She said, like she did all of that, and then she did the Renaissance front to back. And she'll never do that again, where she does a front to back album. I think because Cowboy Carter was all over the place.
Not too much on Renaissance, but I'm really mad at myself that I did not go to Experience because I've gone to all her other shows, but because I was trying to go, but I was like, okay, because I was going to Folsom that same.
Sure, yes.
So I'm like, and I already got Folsom tickets. Well, I already bought the tickets to go to Folsom. I'm like, I guess I can go to the Dallas show. Then after Dallas, I can fly into San Francisco. It was just too much. But you know what? I did go to the movie theater, and I had a great time.
That's good.
It was me and like 3 other people up in there, and we was getting our life, you know. It was too long.
You know, I saw the Charlie XCX movie, The Moment, recently. Do you know anything
told
about
me,
this?
yes.
So it's called The Moment. Have you seen The Moment? Okay, so The Moment is basically about Brat, about the era of Brat, but you meet her at the height of Brat, and it kind of deviates from like reality. Like Brat went up and she kind of like flopped in that era, and that's the whole movie is about. Like this moment could have been wasted if it went a separate way. So, anyways, I was the only person in that theater. Like literally, no one else was there. So I don't know why people are not gonna go watch that movie. But
Charlie
like,
XCX, right?
yes, it was Charlie.
The only one I know is 360. That's my favorite song by her.
360.
It's a good. I run to that song. Well, I walk. I don't run no more. I just walk.
She has a new album out, Wuthering Heights. Anyways, go watch that, listeners. Wuthering Heights. I think it's Withering Heights. I'm not sure. I don't know things, but the album is actually very good. Dying for You, but my favorite song.
So we're a little when this airs, we'll be a little bit far away from this date. But did you have a good Valentine's Day?
I did have a good Valentine's Day. Yeah.
What did you do?
Let's see. What I do. Was that Saturday?
Yes, it was. It was Saturday.
Well, I had the days off prior in the week, so I took a few days off to kind of like get myself together, and then for Valentine's Day. It was very low key. We went to dinner. We had like a little chocolate exchange one way in my direction. I did not give chocolates to the said person, my familiar. Because I'm a princess. I'm a girl. I'm a lady. Like I should deserve to be treated in a certain way.
You was giving us some coochie later, though, weren't you?
That's gonna remain confidential. That's gonna remain confidential. My OnlyFans is not up, so no.
Yet.
No, but it was good Valentine's Day. I do feel like the holiday is performative.
Absolutely it is.
I like even when I was getting the flowers and the chocolates and the things, I was like, "This is very lovely. I love all this. Thank you." Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I was like, "Girl, you know that the cashier at the CVS where these things came from were absolutely exhausted from all the love they had to see. Like they had to just do their shift and go home with all these people buying the flowers and stuff." So I don't know. Valentine's Day is whatever in general. Did you have a good Valentine's Day?
Yeah, like I'm single, and that is no secret, and that's okay. But you
You can still enjoy the day.
I had a great Valentine's Day. I sent a lot of love to my family, to my mom. I called my dad, called my sisters, and I was like, I love you all. And I think I sent a text message to our group.
Yes,
I was
yes,
like,
yes.
I sent one of you two. I was like, Happy Valentine's Day. Like it's a day of love. Like let me just love on my friends. And then Dylan and Esteban were doing something, and I wasn't going to text them. And then Dylan was like, they sent me a video. Was like, where you at? Where you at? I'm like, it's Valentine's Day. Y'all are probably out doing something. I'm not going to come and infiltrate on that.
True.
Like, But then, I was like, I'm going to cook a nice little dinner for myself. I made a pasta that I put on my Instagram, and then, I threw on my wig, and, I was having a real good time. The food was good, though. The food
Please
was real
give
good.
us this video so we can show the listeners. If they did not see your story, I was watching and I was like just minding my own little business. I was like, oh, he's making food. This is lovely. Couldn't see BJ yet. BJ flipped the camera around and he had a full wig on. I said, oh my God. I literally threw my phone across the room. It was so hilarious. So we'll put this right on the screen right here so you can see it.
I just snuck it in there because the first video I made, I was making the food, had no wig on.
No
and
wig.
Then the food was ready. I had my camera on the food, flip the camera, new wig on.
Now this was like a blondish, orangish, brownish
It
wig.
was brown. That's my T-Boz wig
Okay.
that also doubles as Barbara.
Love Barbara. Bitch,
Double.
you look like a Barbara. You look like you drove a Tacoma. You lived in the country your whole life, and you've had 3 ex-husbands. And
It
you hate 'em
wasn't
all.
brushed. It wasn't brushed. I just threw it on. It was like I did like a wig on it.
Oh, and then put it on the IG.
And that was it. That was it.
I was really girls. It was lovely. You should really, honestly, wear them in real life.
Maybe. We'll see.
I
We'll
feel
see.
like you give so much more punctuation to your words and stuff that when you have a wig on.
I
I
turn
was
into
like,
my-
she's cleaning.
I turn into my mama. I turn into my mama when I throw a wig on. I turn into Miss Dolores Burgess, the La Grande Dame. That is my mama, La Grande Dame.
I love that. Wigs are lovely. You know what also took my wig?
What?
Early voting in Texas is now open. So please, if you live in Texas, please go and early vote for the senator, governor. There's a whole bunch of bitches up for whatever. Make your voice heard and vote in early voting. Early voting is February 17th to February 27th. So you
Yes.
have like 10 days to do it. And if you're here in the Austin area, you can vote at any polling station there is.
That's right.
You don't have to go to a specific one. I don't know about Dallas and Houston. You girls figure it out. Google exists. But yeah, we do have 10 days. And then March 3rd is the day to actually vote one last time. So
A lot of people don't know, but you should also talk to your employer about going to go vote because you can probably take off time and you don't have to use hours or nothing to go vote. So talk to your employer. If they let you go vote.
is there like a law where they have to let you go for an hour or no? Like we live in the state of Texas, there are no protections for voting, so I assume not.
I don't know. My job gives me, I think, 2 hours to go do this.
Oh, cute. Okay.
2 or 4 hours.
Oh, girl, I just go. I book a meeting, call it something important, and I just leave. Sorry if you're listening from work, girl. I'll put an hour on my calendar, and I will go do the things I need to do. But yes, go vote. Crockett's in there. Greg Abbott is up for whatever the fuck his job is. Paxton's running for U.S. We need to get him out. We need to get him not doing it. So,
When you go vote, tell them Messy Thoughts sent you. They'll know us. They know us.
or write us in. Could you imagine?
No, I don't want to
If
imagine.
we both won U.S. Senate, what would be your first legal action as the U.S. Senator? What would you do? What would you correct? What would you implement? What would you change?
Kill everyone. No.
Resort to cannibalism. Kill everyone.
You know the reference?
Yes, I actually do know a reference. I know.
Could you give us some of your political beliefs?
Kill everyone now. Condone first-degree murder. Advocate cannibalism. Eat shit. Filth are my politics. Filth is my life. Take whatever you like.
Oh, it's because I was watching Eureka and Kelly Mantle's interview the other day, and she did it on there, and I was like, "Clock, I know that."
Y'all,
So,
we're
yeah.
talking about a divine reference that I just did. And so,
Is that Paris is Burning or no?
oh my God.
Thank you, girl. This is a place where we discover. We don't judge. We judge.
Paris is Burning is totally different from what that is, girl.
Is it in French?
No.
Okay, I'm just saying things.
You
at this
being
point.
funny, you being for real.
I don't know what Paris is Burning is. I have heard it. I have never seen it. Have you seen Queer as Folk season 5? No.
Anyway, girl. Okay, so you asked me a question. What would be the
What
first
would
thing?
you correct? What would you fix if you were the U.S. Senator? Remember, you have power of the purse, and you have 1 out of 100 people.
I think what first thing that's gonna go to my mind is just like, just protecting the dolls.
Yeah? Yes?
And so I think I would do something with trans rights first thing. I don't know why. That's just the first thing that popped in my mind. What about you?
Because they're very much under attack, and there's like the 1% of the population. Why attack trans people? If I were a U.S. Senator, I honestly would go for the tax code, and I would close every loophole. Every business has a 30% tax. Eat it. I don't care. Suck on it. Amazon, you got to pay for it. Tesla, you got to pay for it. Everyone's got to pay for it because girls will be rich and they will do philanthropy $100K, but then they'll save like $2 million on the taxes because of the $100K philanthropy. I think we should close all those down. Not the philanthropy really, but like the tax loops that people get for whatever reason.
I don't want to be in power like that. I really don't.
Why not?
I just it does not interest me. Because I think about if I became a manager at my job, I'm like, more people will be looking at me. I got to do X, Y, and Z. I'm like, no, thank you. Let me just.
It's a very visible job. That is correct.
Yes. I like what I do right now. It's like I'm not in charge, but I'm the owner of my own like little domain. And so it's like, nobody reports to me. I do report to someone, but it's like I report to the biggest boss. And I don't have any subordinates. I love that. I do my work. I go home.
I think I would enjoy being a U.S. Senator.
Yeah?
Like going to the building with the 485 bitches and be like, what's up? How y'all doing? What y'all voting for today? What are we doing today? Like, I think if it was a little bit more fun and not like this pedophile ring that we always like, get them out. But I think if it was a little bit more fun and little, like, if it was 2008 again, and I was a U.S.
Okay.
Senator, I would enjoy it. So
Okay.
maybe, like, when it's 2032, maybe I'll be a senator then and I'll have a lot of fun.
I would
I
vote
know
for
I would
you.
kick it with AOC, though.
You would kick it with
Oh,
AOC.
absolutely. I'm like, girl, you want to go get a beer, a pub thing? Let's go have a little brunch, a little moment. I want to talk to you because, girl, she can be president one day.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay,
I
word.
think it's possible.
I like that. Okay.
She's a regular woman.
Okay. I'm like, y'all, sorry, Keller is taking photos of it. It made me real nervous. I'm like, what's going on over here? So thank you, Keller. Anyway, what you else got, boo?
One real quick, and then we'll get into the topic.
Sure.
I do want to talk about the America's Next Top Model documentary. Have you watched?
Yes, I have.
Did you watch the whole thing?
I watched
There's 3 episodes,
3
I believe.
episodes. I'm
I
like,
believe.
why is it only 3 episodes? Yes, y'all. So just real quick, if you haven't seen it yet, please, this is a spoiler alert. Do not speed up. We'll put the timestamp in there somewhere. So Tyra just got up in there and just did not apologize for nothing.
Oh, I think that they interviewed her first, and they were like, "Girl, sit down and talk about it. We'll like do these things," and they clocked every single other person that could like bring her down. But she literally sat down and was like, "Oh, it was good. It was fun. We had a great time back then, and it was amazing for my money."
She looked gorgeous. She looked real
She looks
good.
great.
She looked real good.
She's absolutely crazy, though.
Now, what I do think that when she first started America's Next Top Model, she did it with all great intentions. Like everything that she was saying,
Yes.
I believed in it. She wanted to open up doors for people who did not have the opportunity to make it in the modeling world. Love that. But you know, more money becomes more problems, and you got to produce more. It's a beast. You got to put more energy. You got to put more stops in it. What's going to get the people going? What's
Yeah.
going to get the people talking?
Yeah.
And she truly lost that. And you know, when people win that show, it's like, you know, what happens to them afterwards? Is there any aftercare? We found out in the documentary, when people won, they really were not, they didn't help them after the show because people would label them as like, oh, they're just a reality star.
Oh, yes. They were like, all the drama that you were on. Like, people get a villain or a hero in the reality show narrative of it all, and they get marked as those things. And after the thing, or they go in the modeling world, people are like, oh, I don't want to work with that girl because she's probably problematic or whatever.
I gotta speak on this because it made me super emotional when I started watching it. It really, I was
Why?
about to, it was with Ebony. You remember Ebony from season 1?
I have not watched episode 3, but yes, I watched that episode.
She's on the first. Oh yeah, okay. So Ebony, y'all, was on season 1. She was on the. I won't even say it was the. It was a pilot.
It was the first season, yeah. Cycle 1, really.
She was truly ahead of her time. She was a gorgeous, deep-skinned black woman. She had short hair like
She
mine.
was really gorgeous.
Very beautiful, banging body, beautiful features. Like, you know, she was just gorgeous. And I remember when I first seen her, I was like, I want this heifer to win. I was always rooting for Ebony. And I loved how she was just so cunty.
Because
like,
every other girl was white and it was Ebony. Like, I don't think there's one Hispanic girl.
There was 2 other black girls. There was Robin, the girl who was all about the Lord.
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah.
And then there was Kissy.
Who's Kissy? I don't remember her. She got eliminated early.
No, she got eliminated in Paris. They were on Go Sees, but you know, I don't blame her because you know that was the first season. You don't know what to do.
Yeah.
When, it's just like Drag Race.
Yeah.
We've seen so many seasons, we know what to expect. They didn't know what to expect. So when you go on to Go See, you're supposed to go and go see.
Go see.
Go see the
Go see this
photographers
person.
and get booked. Kissy was out there putting on perfume. She was out there shopping and so you go to any of her Go Sees. But anyways, getting back to Ebony, they made her seem like she was ugly. They said that her skin was uneven and she needed work on it. And she's like, you know, when I went into this, like, you know, I was so confident, like, you know, and they're trying to break me down. She's like, I see what they're trying to do and they're not going to do that to me. And I love that.
Tyra called her ashy to her face on television. Like, to be called ashy in 2002 on national television, like, to your face, and you can't do anything about it because you're just a contestant and Tyra's this big model with this, you know, network behind her. Like, you have no power here. So they just called her ashy and she just had to suck it up and deal with it, which was horrible.
She, you know, I think they wanted to paint Ebony. No, they did paint her as like, you know, the angry black woman.
Yes,
because
girl.
I don't think she was confrontational. I just think that Ebony, when you presented her with
She was trying to
something.
speak up for herself. She was just literally just trying to just say, this is how I see it. And they were like, no.
She did have the iconic, I would say, line from that whole show. She's like, this is not a sorority. This is a modeling competition. So anyway, if you haven't seen the documentary, go and watch that part. That, I don't know, that just really got to me. I was just like.
Do you think Tyra will face ultimate backlash and cancellation because of what she had done on American ATM, whatever the fuck?
I think she'll be put on pause. I don't think canceling is real. I don't think canceling is real.
I don't think Tyra's doing anything to be canceled. Like, what can we cancel about her?
Nothing right now because it was a different time. And people you have to understand it was a different time because when things were airing and when things were going on, nobody truly.
This is early reality television. Girls didn't know the rules. Making the Band was like they didn't even do Making the Band like season 3 yet, which was the big season of Making the Band. Like they didn't even do those yet. So like no one knew what to do.
So you know how Mr. J was saying like, you know, when they were doing some of those photo shoots, he felt, this is kind of wrong. Now, I'm not
You
saying...
mean the race swapping one where they
Yes.
painted the girls dark and Indian and other things and they made the other girls white? Yes, that one.
I'm not saying that he was for it, but I'm like, did you really think that way, or were you just going along with like, you're like, okay, let's do it? Like, there's a part of me that don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Well, we have to take ourselves back to 2002, right?
Exactly.
There was no cancel culture. Like that is not a thing.
Right.
Like you could get like you're a bad person or painted a certain way, but there was no cancel culture. If the key holders to the network still wanted your show, you still had your show.
Yeah.
So you weren't going to be canceled. So I don't know.
It's up in them because I believe everything that they said. I truly do. Because I don't think Tyra lied at all. I think Tyra was very candid.
Absolutely.
And she was very truthful about everything. Miss J is still a vibe.
Oh, I love
Miss J is still a vibe.
I love Miss J. I haven't gone to the 3rd episode, but I do know that she had a stroke and Tyra has not visited her. I just don't understand how that happens. Like if one of you bitches had a stroke in 20 years, I'm getting on a plane. I'm getting on a plane and be like, what's up? You want some juice? What do you want? You want some ginger ale?
Thank you. Yeah, I think it's a great documentary. I really wish it was more episodes because I think there's more layers that we can go into and get into. I wish they would have interviewed more girls. Is there anyone, because you're only on episode 3, is there anyone that you would like to see?
Eve, of course. Is she on there?
Eve?
Not Eve, sorry. What is she had the spider.
Eva,
girl, that's
okay.
That's close enough.
Yeah.
The girl with the big bug eyes, Allison.
She's not on there. Nope.
You know what I really want them to do?
Who?
I want them to do 3 more episodes, but not on America's Next Top Model. I want them to do on the Tyra show. Because the Tyra show was wild. Did you watch the Tyra show?
No.
It was wild.
No.
They had gay for pay episodes where they had like these straight people, but they were gay for pay. And they would like, the audience would ask them questions like, why can you take a dick and like take a check at the same time? And Tyra was like, yeah, answer the question, girl. It was wild.
I mean, I'm gay for pay too.
Yeah, but like Beyonce was in it. She's like, Beyonce, you are Beyonce. You are Slay-once. You are un-once. And that's the last time Beyonce ever gave an interview. Sorry, I'm stopped.
That's okay.
I'll stop.
Beyoncé. When was the last time you bought something in a store on your own, no like people getting it, and what did you buy?
This is really, really embarrassing that you
Is it?
asked me this
Why?
because I have a ritual. Me and my friends, whenever if Jay's album or my sister Kelly Michelle, anyone's album comes out, we all go out and buy 20 of the record. And I actually went and bought 20 of my own.
Are you serious?
You know what else sparked the thought in my mind? What if they did one on RuPaul's Drag Race? Like, you know, let's just say like 20 years later, they do like, you know, the behind the scenes of what happened. But we kind of see everything still playing out now. Like we see things that's happening behind the scenes.
Yes.
Like we know.
Well, because the fan base is very much still real. They're still going. And like people go online and they talk about it. They hash it on podcasts, review podcasts, Kelly Mantle's podcast. So it all comes out. I think America's Next Top Model may have that same fever if this continues to go. But RuPaul's Drag Race would be lovely to see because it is a copy of America's Next Top Model. If you did not know, it is a copy of it.
It is.
Next drag superstar.
Let's take a break real quick.
Let's take a little break.
Okay. Okay, everyone, we're back. And as y'all know, this is February, which is Black History Month. And so we're going to dive into that real quick. So, LeBron, when I say Divine 9, what does that mean to you? Or
Divine 9, I heard it a lot last year, maybe 2 years ago, when a certain person was running for president.
Okay.
Is that sorority based?
Yes, it's sorority and fraternity.
And fraternity, yes. I forgot men have their own things.
Yes.
Because I don't know any men, like fraternities.
Okay, that's okay.
I know the Kappa.
I don't know that. Oh, so the KKK? That's literally what you just said. He said the KKK.
Well, no, it's Kappa Alpha Kappa. What is it?
I'm gonna get there. Okay, so for y'all who do not know, the Divine 9 is a group of fraternities and sororities that are from historically black colleges.
Yep.
And they're predominantly black, but you know you don't have to be black to be in these be in these fraternities and sororities. So I just want to list of all of them for you all because you all may not know who they are. So there is Alpha Phi Alpha.
Okay.
Which was originated in 1906 at Cornell University. There is Alpha Kappa Alpha, which is AKA.
That's
What
AKA.
you're
That's
talking
what I'm
about.
talking about.
That's a sorority. They're from 1908 and they're from Howard University. There's a lot of Howard, like a lot of them was like
Howard produced a lot
birthed
of
a
them.
lot of the Divine Nine. After that, you have Kappa Alpha Psi. You have Omega Psi Phi. Then you have Delta Sigma Theta. You have Phi Beta Sigma. Then you have Zeta Phi Beta. Then you have Sigma Gamma Rho. And you have Iota Phi Theta.
Love that.
That's a lot. That was a lot to go
I love
through.
that. I never understood the alphabet and all the things, but I love it for the girls. I've never been one for the fraternities or sororities. I don't know them. No one in my family was a fraternity or sorority. Like, do you have a lot of connections to those?
Yes, my aunt, she was an AKA.
Oh,
which
lovely.
is Alpha Kappa Alpha.
For life, too.
Yes.
For
I remember
life.
in her bedroom, and Alpha Kappa Alpha is they're the pink and green. And they wear pearls and they go ski weed. Like that's like, their
Ski weed?
Ski weed. I can do it. Yes, that's how they do it. Yes. So in her room, it was all pink and she had her paddle and then she had like a whole bunch of AKA stuff. It was really cute. My dad actually pledged, what is their name? Phi Beta Sigma. He wanted to be a Sigma, but he got kicked out during pledging because he punched one of his line brothers. He punched his big brother.
Was that a justified punch or was this something he regrets?
No, it was justified.
Okay.
So what my dad told me is that when he was online, if you all don't know what line means, when you're online, that means you are in the preliminary rounds before you are actually crossed over to be in the fraternity. So you're online. Like it's a whole different thing between black fraternity sororities and white fraternity sororities. But anyway, my dad said he was online and the guy, his big brother, liked this one girl, this one lady, but the lady didn't like him.
Right.
Like my dad.
Right.
So she was hollering at my dad and, putting the moves on my dad.
Right.
Big brother's pissed. So when they're like doing their little initiation thing, he punches my dad in the face.
Oh my God.
And my dad's like, okay, I'm gonna eat that, whatever. But he kept punching my dad. And my dad's like, all right, I'm gonna lay your ass out. And he beat him up. And so my dad got kicked out.
That was justified. That
It
was
was.
100% justified.
It surely was. And so I'm like, Dad, you know what? That's okay.
Do we know if the man got the woman at the end, or
I don't think so. I
don't think so. If you're punching another person, you don't want to be with that person. That's violence. You don't want to do that.
But so do you know how now if you are Greek, if you're a black Greek, please let me know if I'm wrong or not because this is just my knowledge of what goes on. So when I went to LSU, I thought about pledging.
Yes.
I thought about pledging Kappa. I was thinking about pledging Kappa, but I didn't tell anybody because I wanted to just keep it to myself. And I think if you are on the fence of wanting to like either be, let's say, an alpha or an omega, you could get blackballed where you cannot join at all. Yes.
Why?
I don't know.
Because like you're not like fully invested into one of them.
You need to be like committed to one of them. That is
All
my understanding. And if I'm wrong, please let me know. But listen, so I'm on the bus with one of my friends and she's going to rush a white sorority. And so we're just talking about the whole process of it. She's like, oh, I'm thinking about joining this sorority or that sorority. I'm like, and you're talking about this just out freely and not worried about like, getting blackballed. She was like, no, you they bid on you and then you go. I'm like, so you don't even get to choose the one you. She's like, no. I'm like, that is not how it works over here. Where we are over here, you choose where you want to go and you go with them. Like, you go to all the information meetings and all that, and you go pledge them. You don't.
Does everyone get in if they like dedicate themselves to the Kappas? Like, does everyone get in?
No. You can get kicked. My dad got kicked offline.
Right.
You can get kicked offline, and so it's from my understanding, it's like all in or nothing. It's all in or nothing.
I think that's a much better way to doing it than the white sororities and fraternities because those people will do a wide net. They'll do this event and then this event and this event over here, and then they'll try to like see which one's their preference and they'll rank them. And then there's a day called Pledge Day or something where they like give out the pledge things. So that doesn't happen in the Kappa. Kappa has a little bit different.
I don't know. It really blew my mind because I was not privy to any of the process of rushing because I'm like, I did not know that's what they do. They bid on you and then you just go to wherever I guess, who's the highest bidder. No, if you want to be X, Y, and Z, you go to that one and you are like true blue. So
that's amazing. Well, I love that we have fraternities and sororities for black people. And are they in all the colleges now at this point? Very widespread for the most part.
I can't say that for certain, but they have many, many different chapters. Like at LSU, when I was there, I don't know what they have right now because it's been many, many moons ago. We had alphas, we had sigmas, we had iota, I think that's, and omegas. That's all the guys. And then for the girls, we did not have AKAs because they were not banned. Yeah, they were banned. They were suspended.
Yeah.
They were suspended. We had deltas and we had zetas. I think.
Girl, the Zetas, girl, the Zetas.
What
The
color
Zetas in Austin are crazy as hell. That's all I have to say.
What color are the zetas?
I don't know. Purple, black. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, no, they're blue.
I don't know. I don't know. I literally know nothing about a sorority. I lived across from a sorority. It was the Zetas. These are white girls at UT.
Oh.
And they would open up their doors and do, happy, cheery. I'm happy you are here. And I was like, girl, shut the fuck up. It's a Saturday.
Real quick note. So do you know the reason why the deltas were birthed? So AKA is like the first, like I would say, black sorority.
Okay.
The first black sorority. Well, there was some turmoil in there.
Some beef.
There was some beef. And it was like, well, we want to do this. And I guess the girls in charge like, no, we ain't doing that. So a couple of AKAs left, and that's how the deltas were formed.
Okay, so they were like, this is what we're doing.
Yeah, so they left AKA, and then they formed their own, which was the deltas, which I love deltas. Love deltas.
Which one would you be if you had to go back and you had to be in a sorority? I guess
Sorority?
we're picking sorority. Yeah, this is fun. This is our podcast. We can do what we want.
You're right. Oh, definitely. I would be a delta.
Be a delta.
I'll be a delta. Yes, I would be a delta. You're an AKA. You are an AKA.
Why?
You little light skinned girl. Yeah, you're an AKA.
I'm Ross Potomac.
Yes. But who would you want to do?
I would want to do the AKAs.
I know.
Just because they have green and purple, and that's very wicked colors.
I can see you. This is you.
Absolutely.
This is y'all can't see what I'm explain what I'm doing. This is their stance.
He's doing a little head up with both hands extended up to his sides, looking up at the sky.
Yes.
So like it's like an A. Is that what I'm getting? Is it an A?
Maybe I don't know.
Maybe I don't know either. We should have an AKA person on here. Maybe we can get like Kamala Harris.
This is
Kamala Harris.
This is Delta.
Yeah, the Delta. That's
Okay.
But like I don't understand the alphabet, and that's a whole nother topic. We can get into that later. But like Omega, Theta, bitch, what do those mean? I don't know.
It's Greek.
I don't know.
All right, go ahead, sir.
Anyways, you know who's also an AKA? Sunny Hostin on The View. You know who else is on The View? Whoopi Goldberg.
That's right.
So that is my Black History FYI for this week is Whoopi Goldberg. I don't really have a reason why she's my Black History FYI.
You don't have to.
I just think Whoopi Goldberg is one of the, like, I don't know a life without Whoopi Goldberg. When I was born, I watched Sister Act. I watched Sister Act 2. Like, I watched all the things. She was always a part of my life. And, like, I cannot imagine life without Whoopi Goldberg.
Okay.
It's like, I see her every day on my television. Like, I interact with her kind of in my brain all the time. So I just want to give a brief history of Miss Goldberg. So she's actually born in New York City, in Manhattan.
Okay.
Her real name is Corinne Elaine Johnson. Did you know that?
I knew her name was not Whoopi.
Yes.
I knew that.
It's not, because she's not Jewish. Goldberg is a Jewish last name. She is not Jewish.
Didn't know that.
So in 1983, she became famous for her one-woman show, where she also won a Grammy for the recording of that one-woman
She's
show.
an EGOT, right? She's an EGOT.
She is an EGOT, yes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go through that.
My
but
bad,
yes.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. She got a Grammy for that. And then she went on to do, in 2 years later, The Color Purple with you know.
She had the famous role of playing Miss Seeley.
Say it.
What?
Do you know the line?
The one she was like, I may be poor, I may be black, I may be even a little ugly, but dear God, I'm here.
Yes! This is what I knew my co-host would show up for me today. I knew.
I'm poor, black, I may even be ugly, but dear God, I'm here. I'm here.
And then 5 years later, she got an Oscar for her supporting actress in
Ghost.
Yes.
In Ghost.
Because the comedy, the drama, the sadness in Ghost, I think they were like, girl, give her things. And then in 1992, she did Sister Act. 1993, she did Sister Act 2. She was in Star Trek: The Next Generation. She was the first woman to solo host the Academy Awards in the 90s.
Okay.
And so far, she has been on 18 seasons of The View, starting in 2007 to current day, where she is the moderator in the whatever the hell she is, anchor. So I just want to say, Whoopi Goldberg has shaped me as a person. She has shown me how she thinks over the years on The View. I know she hates being there on Fridays, so she doesn't do it on Fridays. I love Whoopi Goldberg, and I could not imagine my life without her being so visible. And I don't know what
Absolutely.
we're going to do when that day comes where she's no longer here. I seriously am taking a week off of work. I can't do it. Anyways, she's the most running person on The View, beating Barbara Walters by 2 seasons.
Oh, so and she's been on that show for a long time.
She's the longest running person. Joy Behar has been there for more years, but she took a 2-year break where she got fired. Joy Behar.
I'm trying to think of my favorite movie that Whoopi Goldberg has been in, but one that just comes to mind right now is Sister Act, of course.
Of course.
Love her. Like, one of my favorite lines from that movie is when he takes her to the convent to like, hey, this is where you're going to be.
Yeah.
And she's like, beware. She's
I'm
like,
beware? Because she's a Las Vegas showgirl. She's a showgirl.
Reno.
Was she in Reno?
Yeah, she was in Reno.
Ew.
Okay. But the line that sticks to me, she's like, these people don't even have sex because she's going to be a nut. I'm like, Lord Jesus, I love
Kathy Najimy in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely. Everyone in that movie, lovely. Just, Sister Act is honestly, which one do you like, Sister Act 1 or 2? Oh my God. Which one do you like better?
I like the first one better. Yay!
That is the correct answer. Everyone says like glory, glory. You know, like the whole thing in the second movie, and Lauryn Hill's in the second movie.
Mm-hmm.
But the first movie, there's something just so lovely about it. It's really focused on Whoopi.
And the nuns, like
and the nuns.
because in the second movie you don't really get much action from the nuns.
No.
They have 1 or 2 numbers that they sing, and that's it. But I'm like, and I love the joyful, joyful Lord, we adore thee. All right, next. But I don't know. I like the first one better. Y'all, LeBron's over here just getting his life over some gospel music. Why you dance like that to gospel music?
Why am I doing that to gospel music?
Why?
She was a showgirl. I'm a showgirl. Anyways, Whoopi Goldberg, I love you so much. Thank you for being a part of our
Wait.
lives.
What's your favorite movie, or like what's one that comes to your mind?
This is one that like no one actually watches or whatever to these days, but it's called Rex. It's like where she's either like a cop or something, and there's this like dinosaur that she can only see. I don't remember the plot of the movie, but I've watched this several. Look it up.
Rex?
Whoopi Goldberg Rex. It's like a 1995 movie where she was like sees this like dinosaur and they like go through all these like things and whatever, but also Ghost, also Sister Act, of course.
Oh, listen. So you remember that liner or monologue I just did this earlier?
Yeah.
She's in that movie. The one I'm talking about. So like, I know Rex.
Yeah. It's like a yellow screen and everything, and there's like a T-Rex on it. Yeah.
Yes. I don't remember this movie, but
It's
I
a good
remember the
movie.
poster.
That's like one of my favorites from when I was a kid. I watched it all the time. I don't watch it anymore, but I need to watch it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Cool.
Anyways, that was my Black History FYI. You know what's also an FYI?
What?
Slurs.
Let's get into it.
All right, listeners, we're going to talk about slurs today, and we're going to try to handle this with a little bit of care.
Mm-hmm.
So no slurs will be repeated. If it is, we'll bleep it or say the F word or whatever. But we're just going to have a discussion around slurs. So,
Yes.
BJ, what is your definition of a slur, or like, what do you think a slur is?
A slur is a word that it's an insulting word to a group of people.
Yes, it is a word or phrase or something that is hurled at a group of people. That is specific. Hurled. It's hurled. And a specific group of people that designates them as this thing.
Yes.
So whether it be the F word or the hard R or bald, these things are all slurs.
Wait.
Do you not think bald's a slur?
I know some people get upset about being called bald.
Exactly. It's a slur. It's a group of people that are being identified that they don't necessarily agree with or like, and it becomes harmful to that society.
When Terry Joe called Bob the drag queen, she said, what does Bob stand for? Bald old bitch.
Robert.
The black old bitch is...
She has a Tubi movie coming out. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
But anyways, so I just wanted to ask the question, do we think slurs in 2026 are a problem, or have we defeated the slurs?
Girl.
This is a question. This is a question.
No, slurs are still being said, and people still use them to be hurtful. And that is what's really sad about it. Because I don't use slurs.
Most of the time.
No, I don't. Yeah, sure. I don't use slurs. But when I'm like say if I'm out and there's like a fight going on, and then let's just say a black and white person is arguing with each other. What you think the first word that they may say to us.
Oh, absolutely. The N-word is being spilt everywhere.
With
everywhere.
The hard R. The hardest R you
Absolutely. And even if there's a fight and there are no black people around, the first word that comes out of people's mouth is the N-word.
That's what I
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So when LeBron said, let's talk about this, I'm like, that is the first thing that came to my mind because I watched a video last night. It was, I have a fight TikTok that I watch. Like, I love it. And so a lot of times when I see these fights, everybody, and I'm going to just say it, there'll be a whole bunch of niggas, but I never see no niggas.
Exactly. Not one a foot.
One a foot. I'm like, I know I heard nigga, I don't see a nigga.
It's almost like culturally American to like when you get into an altercation, just say the N-word. Like from the Latino community, the white community, the Asian community, we have seen examples of this all the time. Not one a foot, but the words is being put everywhere.
Yes. And I know there's been talk about, well, who can say this word and who's allowed to say this word. Now, full stop, y'all. You can live in America. You can say anything you want.
You can.
But what you should know, there are repercussions to things that you do.
Consequences.
There are consequences to things that you say. So say what you want.
Yep.
Say exactly what you want. But somebody may whoop your ass.
Absolutely.
And that's what I try to tell my friends.
And I think, the communities who use it as a pejorative very harshly. So like if you're in a fight with a black and a white person, the white person calls a black person the N-word with a hard R. They say that hard R in a cursive way. They say it very like pronounced and they mean it. You can tell by the tone that they say the word that the word is not just like, oh, I called you this. It's like, you are this. And so like I think that's about tone, how you say it. So like if you're with your friends or whatever and people are saying it, that's like, you shouldn't say it, but that's a whole different context than when you're fighting someone and you have very bad malice against them and you want to put them in their place. That's when you use a slur. When you're like when gay people are fighting at Highland, it's $2 bottled beers at Highland and the girls are getting spicy and they're trying to fight over a guy. They're gonna call each other the F word, right?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I've never heard it. No, I've never. You know what? I'm lying. I was about to lie. Yes, they do say the FAG word.
Absolutely, they do. And I will say,
hell, I say it.
I call my friends it all the time. Like all our friends in our community, in our space, we always call each other the F words, like probably hundreds of times. And I don't think we actually realize that we do it anymore.
Right.
Because it's just so second nature. Like I just call my friends the F word. Like you F word.
You know, it used to be a slur, but it's no longer a slur that we've taken back. And it's like a word that is used to identify some of our people. Queer.
Yeah, queer, yes. That's also another one.
Queer used to be a slur that, you did not want to be called a slur. Like, that was so disrespectful. But now we've taken back that word, and then now people use, like, queer is synonymous with almost being gay. It's truly like, I'm a queer person. But I think queer is like, the umbrella term.
It's a big umbrella, yeah.
Do you consider yourself queer? We're getting off top, but do you consider yourself queer or gay?
I consider myself queer, yeah. I wouldn't, like, immediately say that's my first thing. I'd definitely say I'm a gay man first, but I don't know if I would say, like, I'm super queer.
Gotcha.
Right?
I'm the same way.
I mean?
I'm the same way.
I do think people are on the spectrum. So I think when people say it, it's not saying like I'm this one thing that's called queer. It's like I'm on the spectrum of queer. Maybe I like putting rainbows on my clothes to identify. Maybe I like doing my nails a specific way, and I'm a man, and that's not necessarily what other people do. I think queer is very much accepted, and if I call you a queer, you don't care.
No, I don't give a damn.
It's even someone outside of our community we call us queer. Do we care?
No.
Right? Like at my company, we're called like the Queerneers or some shit like that.
Queerneers?
Yeah, like we're called, like that's our name. I'm like, what'd you call me?
But, okay, speaking of the F word, if someone called me that on the street, I really would not get upset. Like, I really would not get upset. I'm like, girl, yeah, a big one.
This has happened to me a few times in Austin where like I'm just like on a walk or running or something like that. And like a truck will pass by and like 3 14-year-olds will just go, we're gonna beep that. But like they'll just like yell it out of their car, and it does upset me a little bit.
And no, it should.
And it's not even because like they know my sexuality. Oh my god, it's nothing about that. But it's more of like you took the time out of your day to put your head outside the truck to call me a word that you know would probably offend me, or say even if you call a straight person a queer, they'd probably be like whatever. So I just think like it's the intention behind the word, not the word itself, that hurt my feelings. You know what I mean?
Yes, and that's what I want to get at. Like, so when someone says it to me, I'm not gonna like my feelings get punctured. I'm just like, whoa, like what was that about?
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'm not about to let you see me sweat.
Yeah.
You're not about to get me out of my character. And so I said, like, let me try to maneuver this in a way that's going to piss them off even more. So if someone does call me the F word, I'm like, girl, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, are we confused? Like, you know, did you not? You think I forgot?
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Right.
I try to use those.
I'm an adult. I know, girl.
I use those tactics to be like, what else you got, babe?
Yeah.
Tell me something I don't know. Oh, I forgot. BJ and F no more. Yeah.
Do you remember the first time like a slur hurt your feelings or like physically gave you pain because of the word that was used against you? I'll go first.
I can say this because this is still being said, but it's about our community.
Yeah.
When I was younger, getting called sissy.
You did not like that.
I did not like that.
Ooh.
I did not like that. I did not like getting called sissy. Or like, this is more of a black term, but he got a little sugar in his tank.
Oh, absolutely.
He got a little sugar in his tank.
Or you call you sweetheart too much. When they call you sweetheart a little bit too much, you're like, oh, he's just a sweetheart.
No, my folks didn't say, they said sugar in his tank.
Yeah, sugar.
And so, but that's a whole nother conversation. But like, yeah, that was one that really got me like, but now I'm just like, yeah.
I remember being a kid and like being called like, what is it called? Like a fairy or something like that. Like when they use those words, they call you a fairy. And I'm like, I didn't really know what that was. I was like, girl, he's a fairy. Like I didn't care. It's fine. But I remember like when I was younger, I was in Mississippi or something with my aunt. And I remember someone like calling them the N-word. And again, me as a person of mixed race, I was like very confused about what was going on. Because I had not like heard this word and I didn't know what it meant. But I absolutely understood what that random person at the gas station was telling my aunt. You are not welcome here. Whatever you're doing,
Is
get
your
out
aunt
of
my
here.
skin tone?
Absolutely. She's
Okay.
dark skin, yeah.
Got it.
And it's like they absolutely were saying something to her. And I just remember being like, it's not the word that was used because I didn't know what the word really was. It was what he said and how he said it. I fully understood that message. I was like, wow, we need to get out of here. This is Mississippi.
Now let's get into this if you don't mind indulging me. So let's just talk about, I would say, some words that are used to, I would say, identify white people.
Ooh.
So
we're gonna bleep him. We can bleep him.
Crap.
Yeah. Honky.
honky.
Yeah.
I love saying.
Me too. I call my mom it all the time. What? She's fine with it. I do.
You know, the first time I heard that word, my mom used it at somebody else because somebody called my mama, I think a nigger or something, and then my mom was like, "You too."
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
"What's
Well, I have actually a really complex relationship with all of these words because I am of mixed race. So like me and my siblings would just throw it around to each other. Like, you stupid fucking or the other one. Like, we would just say these things to each other. And when I got older, I was like, oh, people don't say these things to each other. Like, they don't like, play around with these words. I don't know if the white community knows about or do they? They probably do.
Yeah, they do.
Do you think so?
Yes.
We'll do a poll.
Yes, let's do that. And I would say another one is, but it's more specific to, like, I would say white cops, pigs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pigs.
Love bacon.
You know what? I love saying.
You know what's another slur? It's not exactly white people, but boomer. Boomer's a slur now. We have created the Gen Z. Do you know about boomer?
No, Boomer Banks.
No, the
Love
word boomer,
him.
like baby boomer.
Yes, I know.
Like you're old, right?
Hold up. You know Boomer Banks?
Shut up. No, he doesn't know boomer
I
Banks.
mean, he over there giggling.
But like children or like people who are in their teens call old people boomers regardless of their generation.
Oh,
right. So
okay, I never thought it was a slur, but I can understand why.
It is absolutely a slur. It is a group of people that people say, ooh, you stupid boomer, and like it is a pejorative to that group of people. And it only means you're like 35 and up. It doesn't actually mean you're in like generation whatever the fuck. Yes!
So we're boomers?
We will soon be boomers.
I mean, I'm not mad about it. I'm like, what? Anyway, I did not know that. Thank you for educating me.
I still think bald is a slur. You balding bitch. You know what I mean? Do you think bitch is a slur?
No.
No?
Term of endearment.
Now at this age.
Yes.
Yes. I don't think you can call anyone a bitch, especially my grandma, but yeah, absolutely. Do you think bro is a slur?
No.
I think the generation is
It
like,
is a slur if another gay person is telling me that. I hate when I'm on the apps, when I'm trying to get some, and someone's like, hey, bro, we are not bros.
Do not bro me.
We sisters.
Do not bro. You don't want to bump persons with your sister.
No, I'm being funny. I'm being funny. But no, have you ever had that happen where someone's like, yeah, bro, we can.
Yes.
Like, what's up, bro? Gross. I'm like, don't say that to me.
It's like clinging to masculinity.
Talk to me nice.
I'm like, you're about to plunge into the darkness of the. You need to, you need to stop calling me bro.
It makes me cringe when someone calls me bro.
One more question about slurs in general, but this one's particularly around the N-word. If we stopped using the word as a community,
our community,
the one that owns it, would language improve in general, or would history be lost? Like, do you think it will improve everyone's life if we just eliminate the word, no one ever says it again? Or do you think history will repeat itself in another word? Or, like, do we need to keep because the only reason we know about the word is it was used in a very specific way to call certain people certain things, and it has been reclaimed.
Yes.
So do you think we should eliminate it or keep it because history is being retold?
We're not going to eliminate it. We're going to keep the word, okay? I don't see a problem with the word, okay? I call you a nigga all the time.
Absolutely. You call my familiar.
That is a word that I believe that is just truly ours, and that's pure blackness.
Yeah.
And so to erase that word is like you're erasing our history. Yeah. And it's like, why? We've taken a word that was seen as, which the word is and I think it's supposed to mean ignorant, which I'm like, is that
really where it comes from?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I believe so. I haven't done too much research on it, but I believe it's supposed to be like ignorant. I'm like, well, you're ignorant. But anyway, so, and we've taken that word and turned it into something that's more positive for
dude,
us. Yes.
Person, like homeboy, like.
And so, but I would say in America, like, that word, it's this or that. It's black or white. Because, when you go to like a different country, I think in Brazil, my friend Nachi, she's Brazilian, she's black Brazilian. She's like, oh, nigga is not like a slur over here.
Yeah.
Like, we say nigga like it's like, she said white people say nigga, but it's not.
It's not in the United States of America. We have a very specific history with the word. And I don't know about you, but my family has like 2 generations back where people were really being chased down trying to be killed. So like that word was being used. So like I have a very specific relationship to the word. So I don't expect someone in Brazil to have the same relationship I have.
But to answer your question, no, we're not eliminating it or we're not getting rid of it. No.
I don't think we're eliminating it because it is a very popular word. And there is obviously a demand to say the word, even though you can't say it. And I think the other word, the R word, is making a resurgence in this weird culture that we're having right now.
Yes. Right now, yes.
And that one really pisses me off. I'm not the R word. I don't have that kind of like mental issues or problems. But using that word that we've already taken out is like the same example if we take out the N word. People are just going to bring it back and use it the way they want to. We just...
So let me just paint the picture for you. We walk out of this studio and we're just being our little gay self. Someone just yells at us, they come right up to us and say, what we doing?
I'm finding out their address and their place of work. I'm absolutely finding it.
We're not going to do a clap and punch? Oh, do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I do. What's a clap and punch?
Okay, side note. Have you seen that video floating around of that boy? A guy was like walking around his high school, was like, I support ICE, I support ICE.
Yes.
And the boy was like, I'm going to punch you right now. And he's like, you going to punch? He claps and punches. Yes.
Oh, so, we're going to put him on the screen here.
I call it the clap and punch. He goes, okay.
Does he have a GoFundMe? I would like to give him $20.
You should.
What's his Cash App? Can we find that out, people?
Shout out to that white dude. He was like, I'm going to punch you in the face. Okay. And then he went, okay. So I called it the clap and punch. So we're gonna clap and punch?
Absolutely clap and punch. Ask questions later. Especially if they use hard R for no reason. I'm doing that, and I'm finding their social, and I'm finding their house. I'm finding their work, their place of work.
I would say let's get them.
Absolutely. Well, I love this discussion. Let's take a quick break.
It was really good. Yes. All right. Let's take a break.
Let's do it. Hey guys, we want you to leave us voicemails for messy thoughts. So if you had a problem or a thought or a messy thought that you really want to share, make sure to call into this number, 512-953-3084. It will go straight to voicemail. Please leave a voicemail and you'll hear our lovely voices on the front end of it, and leave us your name, your number, your age.
And where you're calling from.
And like just what you're going through. And we will maybe put it on the air or maybe just read it on the transcript. But this will be great. Thanks.
All right, y'all. We are back. We're at the end of the show. And LeBron wants to tell us something.
I just want to say something that brought me joy this week, which is something that we all should do. This person will be on tour for the next couple months, so please go and see them if you can. Cardi B. Have you seen any clips from Cardi B's concerts?
It looks really good.
The production is there.
Mm-hmm.
The budget's there. And I just want to say Cardi B is so enjoyable.
Yes, she
When
is.
she's on stage, she's doing her song. She's actually rapping. She's actually singing. But she's doing this thing where she gets on stage and she makes everyone in the room really enjoy the time they're having there.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell she's a mom. She does things where she can tell she's a mom. She goes and sees her fans. I love seeing someone like Cardi B be famous because we really made someone who is charismatic and a natural entertainer.
Yes.
An entertainer. And I absolutely love Cardi B. So thank you so much for going on tour. She's amazing. Are you going to go see her?
So this is what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I've already got the plan.
Okay.
When she gets here, I'm going to go on SeatGeek.
Yes.
And I'm going to see
Not sponsored.
what seats are available, and I'm just going to go.
Absolutely.
Because I have to go see
If there's
it.
1 seat, 2 seat, 3 seat, just do the seat.
Yeah.
I think that's also what we're going to do is like day of, figure out what we can do, $93 seats.
Oh,
I want to do it.
Okay. Well,
Yes.
let's do it.
We'll
Let's
figure
do
it out. But Cardi B, thank you for the joy you're bringing because 2026 is a rough motherfucking ride sometimes. And this tour is just giving me so much like, this is not serious. We're having a lovely, wonderful time. So thank you, Cardi.
Y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in for another episode of Messy Thoughts. Now, listen, we are still campaigning for this. We are trying to get to how many subscribers?
1,000
on YouTube. So please go to your YouTube channel, subscribe to our channel, tell your friends, tell your whole family, tell your coworkers, tell everybody. Please help us get to 1,000 subscribers. If you want to know all about our other social media, go to messythoughts.com. If you want to email us, messythoughtspod@gmail.com.
That's right.
Our phone number, do you remember it?
I do not remember the phone number, but I'll put it right here so you all can see. It says 512. Yeah, there we go.
Also, we also want to give a shout out to our good old friend, Luis. Luis, we love you so much. Thank you for being such a great supporter. You know Luis.
Is he supporting? Luis, are you supporting the pod?
Yes, he's supporting
How's
the
he supporting the pod?
Huh?
How's he supporting the pod? He likes and comments?
Yes. Well,
Thank you, Luis. We love you and appreciate you.
and he always sends me a screenshot of when he's watching it. So I'm like, that makes me happy. So
Natalie is also doing that. Your Natalie is also doing that.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
the
shout out
girls.
to Natalie, and shout out to Luis. We love you.
And Karen.
All right. Is that your mama?
No, there's a girl that did the voicemail 2 weeks ago.
There we go. All right, y'all. So Messy Thoughts, where the thoughts are always messy and the bottoms
Are not.
Bye, babe.
I didn't mess it up this time, listeners.
Messy thoughts.
Don't say a slur to me ever again.
All right.
That's what we needed for the end. Thank you.